Good morning, Michigan. Happy Thursday. It's October 9th, 2025. I'm Chief Meteorologist Joel Fritzma. Let's go ahead and dive right into our daily headlines for today. Episodes of frost ongoing. We got this morning, very cold out there. Low temperatures in the 20s for some locations. And that could repeat again tomorrow. Some places in the Lower Peninsula back down into the 30s tomorrow morning. Upper Peninsula might be taking a little bit of a break as our colder air starts to swing out for the weekend. Don't fear though, colder air will be returning very soon, and so will lake effect snow, but we're not there just yet. In terms of precipitation, though, snow, rain, you name it, not a whole lot of that going on. There's a cutoff low moving through later tonight into tomorrow. You'll see that here in our radar update in just a second. Otherwise, drought will continue across the area, and you also have our wildfire update for the Clare Roscommon County fire. Good news there, it has been fully contained. It burned over 100 acres, but that is no longer, again, going at this rate. We had some rain that fell earlier this week that did help contain that fire. So good news there. Still have dry conditions coming up with humidity values and dew points well into the 20s and 30s to kind of match those low temperatures. Speaking of temperatures, here's our daily conditions across the state today. You can see some of those 60s starting to eke back into the state after a day of 50s yesterday. Got temperatures of 60 in Grand Rapids, 58 in Lansing, 59 in Pontiac, 61 in Detroit, and over here in the Saginaw Tri-Cities region, about 57 to 58 degrees there. Move back up into the Upper Peninsula, and some of the higher elevations up here around 60 to 62 degrees with cooler spots around the central and eastern portions of the Upper Peninsula. Temperatures down to about 56 degrees by the bridge and the Sioux. Common condition out there today. It's going to be a nice one. A lot of mostly sunny skies. And then obviously up here we have a thunderstorm symbol for late night thunderstorms moving in primarily after that 5 p.m., 6 p.m. time frame in Eastern time, of course, moving in overnight. And as I mentioned here, you'll see it in our radar update in just a second. But before we get to that, we also have to go through our precipitation, which as you can see, not a whole lot. Values are starting to hint at maybe close to or just over 1/4 of an inch. But as it stands right now, area-wide averages all across the eastern and central UP. This goes through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you can see that line of rain that starts to move in. We'll get to about the eastern, kind of the bridge area, I guess you could say, and down into Traverse City. No further than that. All the rain for today/tonight will be here across central and eastern Upper Peninsula with values around 0.1 to 0.2 inches. With this rain, of course, comes those thunderstorms, and we did highlight our thunderstorm outlook for today, and this again goes through 7 a.m. Friday. So once 7 a.m. comes around tomorrow, then this will update and move a little bit probably further to the east. But for the Lower Peninsula, you can see all this terrain down here. That's just empty area, meaning no thunderstorms are expected. Mostly sunny skies are the main condition today. Here's your future radar starting with 7 a.m. this morning. Loops through all of our hours here. Then we get into 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 1 a.m. It really starts to come in a little bit later than what I just said here, about 1 a.m. on the model runs. However, again, some of the model runs have been kind of focusing on an earlier start time, closer to that 5 to 7 time frame. So if you're in the Upper Peninsula today, just kind of expect to get a little bit wet at any point after 5 to 7 p.m. tonight. But the heavy stuff is really going to start falling down primarily after sunset. So closer to that 10, 11, and 12 o'clock time frame, as you can see here on the radar loop. And that goes through about 7 a.m. And then, of course, once we get to 7 a.m. on Friday, tomorrow, then that rain will be moving into the Lower Peninsula, which will be a story for tomorrow. Here is our forecast for this weekend for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Across the Lower Peninsula, these are area-wide averages. So 65 degrees is the average temperature across the entire Lower Peninsula. Some places will be warmer, some places will be colder, depending on where you're at in location to the lake, I guess you could say. Mostly sunny skies, but again, late night showers starting to move in. And then Saturday, unfortunately, going to be kind of a damp one out there with that cutoff low kind of stalling across the area now. So it's kind of just going to loop rain over and over again, which we need it for that drought. Then we get into Sunday, temperatures start to jump back up, 70 degrees, nice and comfy there. Partly cloudy skies, only 25% chance of precipitation. Upper Peninsula, a little bit chillier, 56 tomorrow there with plenty of rain, 8% chance. Saturday, rain starts to move out, 20% chance of rain there, but otherwise partly cloudy skies and mid-60s for your temperatures. Other than that, though, that is the forecast for today. If you want to go ahead and check out Rainbow Restoration, it's our trusted partner of the day here at Michigan Storm Chasers, specializing in restoration here in the Grand Rapids area, West Michigan. 616-583-1234 is the number there. So feel free to check them out. As always, you can always reach out to us if you forget any of our sponsors here at Michigan Storm Chasers, so that you can be caught in, I guess you could say, good hands when it comes to after storm care. So with that being said, I'm Chief Meteorologist Joel Fritzma signing off for today. We'll see you next time for another daily forecast video or a live stream here at Michigan Storm Chasers.